people who are happily married, what qualities actually mattered most when choosing your partner? Communication and honesty. Shared values, especially a shared value of wanting to make it work, communication, patience, true respect. Authentically liking, admiring each other as people. Expecting things to change over time and being okay with that. Married for 15 years. Similar values and communication. But honestly, I really enjoy being with them and having fun. We can joke and goof off and be completely ourselves. Safety in any relationship is key. Similar life goals and expectations and a similar background. Peace. Ability to communicate without losing tempers. Neither of us tease each other because there's usually a grain of truth in it. Neither of us try to control each other unless it's something important that needs to be addressed. Empathy and kindness. Even when you're angry or disappointed. After 10 years of being married, here are a few things that's important. 1. Matching core values. If they are contrasting, it's hard. 2. Physical attraction. Although this is not permanent, this baseline really helps. 3. Your upbringing and background. Trust and communication, as well as the ability to own up to mistakes. Being genuinely interested in what interests your partner and trying to understand why. I do not mean being interested in the same hobbies or stories or music, but wanting to know what makes them tick. Being okay with change/having a growth mindset and having generally aligned values and goals. The amount of times I see a post like, "My wife changed her mind about X, it's not fair," or "My wife is different than when we got married," like, dude, you're going to be with this person forever. Do you really think it's reasonable/desirable to stay exactly the same? As long as you have those shared values in mind, growth is a good thing. Being friends before dating. I've been married for 30 years to my best friend. I know he has my back every day, and he knows I have his. When we have an argument, I feel lonely without him and quickly find a resolution. Someone who is you are home and peace. They need to be able to be someone that you can lean on, but also push you back up to keep going. Life sucks, but home shouldn't. Happily married for 4 years this May, and looking forward to growing old together already. Communication, definitely. My ex was hard to communicate with. If I had anything important that wasn't great news, it was always, "Why are we talking about this on a/insert day and time /?" I also love a person who can make me laugh. So honesty, communication, and humor. Somebody that shares the same or similar ideals in life. We differ on many times on world issues, but we agree on spending money and living our lives. We contrast/complement each other. I compliment what he's not good at, and vice versa. It fits. You want to complement each other. Sometimes that's being the same and both loving the same activity so you can share that together. Sometimes it's having one be calm when the other's freaking out. Sometimes it's being opposite, and when one's bad at something, the other can pick up the slack. It's best if you have a mixture of all of this, but finding someone who complements who you are will lead to a long, happy marriage. And communication, LOL, always communicate. Honestly, everything. Even some of the stuff that he does that drives me a little crazy, I find sexy sometimes. We are super sexually compatible, and we literally laugh all the time. I don't think it's possible for us to be more built for one another, and that is even in spite of an age gap between us. Kindness, a good life without me, an ability to take care of himself without me, easygoing nature, smart. Married 20 years this summer. We've had 3 arguments in 20 years. Empathy. My husband might not have any basis for understanding what I'm feeling, but he is always there for me anyways, believing that if something is important or challenging for me, he wants to comfort me no matter what. And because of this, I am so much less defensive. Communication, honesty, trust flows from there. We happen to have the same values around politics, not wanting kids, and religion or lack. Learn the art of compromise. Married 23 years. They change, you change. The honeymoon phase is brief and life throws a lot of unnecessary shit in your direction. Stay nimble and ready to pivot. Mostly, pick up after yourself. Knowing yourself well is the first step in choosing a good partner. Stability. Long-term relationships are kind of boring, and that's not a bad thing. Life throws enough drama at you without you needing to create it. 1. Communication, obviously, but more specifically, how we communicate. Finding someone with a similar style and approach is key. 2. Addressing anything that comes up as soon as possible and no matter how small, otherwise it could fester and turn to resentment. 3. Having a partner you aren't taking care of. Things aren't always going to be exactly 50-50, but it's crucial knowing that it eventually works out to shared input. 4. Reliability and safety. He always shows up, and I always feel 100% SA. After over 2 decades, trust your partner will always act in your best interest, respect, ability to say what's on your mind without fear of repercussion, and when things get hard, giving your partner the benefit of the doubt when they're having their worst moments. Aiming for a healthy balance of afraid to lose them and not be afraid to live without them. And never stop having sex. The more the better. Every day you physically can. My husband and I are genuinely best friends. We like similar things, make each other laugh. Our differences still mesh well together, and we do everything as a team. It really helps having the "we will get through this/do this together" mentality. Things in common. You need to be friends first. Lovers second. I am a flawed, broken man, and she knows this. She loves me anyway. She's busted up too, so we work. Love grows regardless. Being in love even when things are hard. My husband and I have been together for 12 years, 15 plus 17 years, and we're still crazy about each other. We've never once questioned if we could make it just how we could. I think I'll be in love with that man until the minute I take my last breath.